We arrived in Hanoi and enjoyed every minute of our experience. We stayed in an incredible, spacious condo with fabulous views of Tulian Bridge and Old Quarter. We explored the city, enjoyed some of the best food Hanoi has to offer, and Rocky did plenty of shopping while I bounced the checkbook, of course. So this is an eclectic mix of what I would call like the holiday season, with a little green, a little red, sitting on the dock of the bay. Rocky received comprehensive medical examination. I cleaned up some old tattoos and of course had to add a couple of new ones. We visited the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum where Vietnam's great former president rests. Hanoi gave us food, culture, history, healthcare, and a few unexpected adventures. Come along as we share everything we experienced during our time in Vietnam's capital city.
Hell, the world was standing alone. Side by side, step by step. Chose you through every road and every new land. Your love forever holds my hand from LA skies to oceans blue.
Hello everyone, we are at Hanoi Airport. Baggage claim, we just arrived and it's a little late. We took a later flight. We were trying to get an early afternoon flight, but that didn't happen. So we got an evening flight and it was pretty smooth going through immigration on both sides. On this side, it felt like it was a little long to me. Long to me meaning 30 minutes. Anything you want to say, Pat?
We're back, baby.
I want you to put the word out there that we back up.
We can share some more content with y'all.
So this is our third home, and the reason why I say this is our third home is because we love Hanoi so much that we visit this place so often that it feels like a third home. But we're just renting an Airbnb here. We love it so much. That's it. Until later, guys.
Another trip to the Nom. Man, this was another great trip, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Well, we started off and I immediately started to set up our eSIMs, and this time we did something a little bit different. We didn't go to one of the vendors at the airport. We got one of the apps, so if you guys are interested in which one we use, just send us a note and we'll tell you. Then we got some cash from the ATM and ordered a Grab.
We arrived at our Airbnb and the lobby was nice and bright and open. Pat grabbed the keys from the mailbox and we proceeded to go upstairs and check out our Airbnb for the first time. And we arrived at night, but I really want you guys to get a nice view. So I recorded the next morning, and as you can see, the place is bright, it's open. You walk in and there are windows everywhere, floor to ceiling windows. The place is spacious and roomy. It felt so relaxed and at home. We are giving you just a quick tour of the living area downstairs today, but if you wanted to see a full tour of this Airbnb, then check out our channel for the full tour.
I love the space, even though we didn't need but maybe a third of it. The upstairs compartmentalized, so I like that, with a shower and a bath, which we really never use baths, but the view of the bridge was awesome, and then that view in the Old Quarter just added that je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, so we took in the surrounding neighborhoods and Old Quarter in the distance. The location was perfect. We had easy access to restaurants, cafes, and many attractions that we wanted to explore.
And the only thing was missing was my cigar.
That cigar. Overall, we really enjoyed our stay and would definitely recommend it to anyone visiting Hanoi. And then this area over here, they have this set up as a separate workspace. Although it's close to the living room, it's still nice to have a separate workspace where you can just detach from being in front of the TV. Although you still might hear it because it's so close. But there's a nice little surprise here that I want you guys to see. And that is this balcony here. Look how big this balcony is. Nice place to sit outside and enjoy the city. Look at it. Wow. Look over there. That's Old Town. That's where everything is going on in the city. There's a Ferris wheel over there. It's a little windy out today. Let's go back inside. Now, let's take a walk. Having a space here. There's this little armoire here. And then there are two nightstands on the side of the bed. You guys see the bathroom? The double sinks. We love the double sinks because women, we need to have our own space, right? Like we enjoy it. We do not want our husbands or significant others in our space. When we go to the bathroom, we need our own space. So I'm so glad that they offer double sinks here, plenty of storage. And like I said, there is a scale there. So I will definitely be weighing myself today. I will not share that information with you guys though, okay? That's a bit too much information. Let's take a look at the shower. So the shower is a very nice rain shower head. The grout in here is nice and clean, as well as in the toilet. The tub looks so nice and inviting. I don't think I will be taking a bath, but it definitely looks inviting. Okay, let's go into the next space. It's the gym, another workstation area, residence lounge, and then the children's playroom. Building has a lot of amenities. What is Workspace for?
So you get work done.
So you get your work done. That's it.
And there's the bear space so you can get your...
You can have a nice drink. Refreshing.
It's like Gatorade.
All right, so that is the tour, guys. We hope you enjoyed the tour.
All right, now, let's go turn this up. You can't put on that damn camera.
The next morning, we headed to a charming cafe called Milk and Honey for breakfast. And I just thought that this place and the atmosphere was such a cute little vibe. Like it was just so cute with the lights and the vines hanging around, and it was just so cozy outside. And we took a look at the menu and decided on what we wanted for breakfast. I decided on the blueberry pancakes. And Pat?
Well, I had the chicken. I'm not a big breakfast person, so I just had to... What we gonna do then?
No, we haven't really decided what our plans are yet. We still want to get our medical evaluation, right?
Yeah, I'm figuring out how the rest of the next few days are going to play out.
I think we should actually go to the hospital we went to last time and schedule an appointment today
Okay.
for the health examinations.
I think the best policy is to just send them a message. You know, we can go by there tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah.
For the physicals. Damn, that's under the hell. Hey, don't do that shit, please.
Stop it. Get some help.
You just spit out a damn C like... Damn, sitting on the dock of the bay. That's my baby. But anyhow, you okay?
Yeah, you okay?
So let's go tomorrow with that medical thing in the morning.
If we can get the appointment scheduled for today, for tomorrow.
They're not like Americans with that. They playing like they doing shit.
I know.
They doing shit.
I know.
Blueberry pancake
Thank you.
and your grilled chicken hot. Thank you very much. Please enjoy.
I got pancakes. Pat just got grilled chicken. Because he's saving room for his soup, his pho, his favorite.
For us. It's for us.
For you and for us.
That is delicious. Really good. That is some delicious blueberry pancakes. Best I ever had. Honestly.
Right. Got to come clear across the world to get some good shit.
That is good.
For a fraction of the cost.
That is good. Good morning, everyone. How are you guys today? It is approximately like 7:15 in the morning, and I am on my way to get an executive health screening. This is a comprehensive screening of everything. And so I am going to talk to you guys about medical tourism in Vietnam and if it's worth it or not. I'm going to tell you how much this comprehensive medical exam cost me and whether you think it's worth it to fly to Vietnam and get a comprehensive test. So let me just say that yesterday, so I didn't do any prep work while we were in Bangkok in terms of scheduling this appointment. I just knew that I wanted to schedule an appointment once I arrived. So Pat and I, we took the Grab to the clinic yesterday around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, walked in and scheduled an appointment on the spot, on the spot for the very next day. Now, a comprehensive medical examination includes, of course, all of your blood work. It includes like a pap smear, all of your cancer tests, your bone density test, the MRI, and a whole host of at least like 25 different tests. And I'm gonna put a list on the screen so you can see everything that it covers. It is late in the afternoon. I had another long day, but I'm not gonna bore you guys with what I did today, but I am finally getting something to eat. I am having, I'm in my favorite shopping area, one of my favorite shopping areas in Hanoi. But back in Vietnam, y'all, I ordered crab roll. Wow. And I ordered the crispy wonton. And that's enough for now. Can't wait to eat because I'm starving. And then it's time to shop. By this time, I was starving. I spent the entire day from 7:30 in the morning to 6:30 at night with no food getting my exam. And so I wanted to stop and get something to eat where I can sit back and relax and just chill for a moment. So I decided to stop at a restaurant called King of Dim Sum. And I ordered the crispy shrimp fried wontons, the crab dim sum, and the shrimp dim sum. The crab and shrimp dim sum, it was absolutely delicious, okay? Like they were filled with fresh herbs, perfectly seasoned, and had so much flavor.
Man, that looks so good. I'm so sad that I missed that.
To make it better? Yeah. It's already so delicious. It's so good.
If you like it spicy, then you can.
I tried and like, I'm getting a little help here, guys, from the owners. They told me to mix the soy sauce and the vinegar, but to do it separately, not together. And it would make it taste even better than what it is. I think that's so hard to believe because this is good. You know, when something is so good, it makes you want to dance. I feel like dancing in my sleep. Truly. This is music to my stomach. I'm star. My husband does not know what he's missing. I'll make sure to tell him later. I decided to give this place a try because it is so crowded in here. It's so crowded full of the locals. And so, as we say, if the locals are eating there and it's crowded, then it must be really good. Because the locals are going to know where the best places are to eat. This is Vincom Center, which is a mall here. It's a bunch of boutique stores all around here, down this entire block. I want to go and check out this mall. Let's check it out. So this mall is a circular mall. You just go around. It's not that big. It goes more up than wide. And you just walk around in the immediate area. I'll show you. After I finished eating, I decided to walk down to Vincom Center, and I was like, let me go inside and check this mall out. It was relatively a small mall with only 4 floors. And inside there were familiar brands along with clothing stores, beauty shops, restaurants, some local businesses. The mall felt clean. It was pretty modern and much more relaxed than some of the larger malls. But what really stood out to me was how friendly everyone was. There were several people who waved, said hello as I walked through the mall. So that was nice to see. I came across this bicycle store that immediately caught my attention. Almost every single bike on display could be folded down into like a much smaller size. It was something I've never seen before, but I'm not a biker. So these folded bikes are designed for people who like live in apartments or use public transportation or just want an easier way to store things. The bike in front of the store was priced at $15,190,000, which is approximately $578. But they also have some higher priced models at $36 million, which is almost $1,400. As I proceeded to the store through the mall, I walked down, and after leaving the bicycle store, I walked into a children's clothing shop. They had a beautiful selection of dresses for little girls, including colorful formal dresses, layered skirts, lace designs, all kind of special occasion outfits. They even carried clothes for newborns, which was nice to see. But as I continued through the mall, I came across a family that was like standing around hitting this interactive boxing machine. The goal was to see who could punch the hardest and score the highest. We do not usually see these type of interactive games inside malls in the United States, but Vietnam seems to offer many different activities that encourages families and friends to play together and enjoy themselves while shopping. As I continued walking through the mall, I also discovered a busy photo booth store where customers could choose small costumes and accessories before taking their pictures. People could dress up, pose together, create fun little photo memories, and they would go into these photo booths which were extremely popular, and several people were waiting for their turn. Like it was crowded in there, and it just added another entertaining and social element to the mall experience. Even though Vincom Center is smaller than many of the malls we visited, it still offered a good mix of shopping, children's clothing, specialty stores, food, and interactive games and entertainment. Hey guys, that is the circle for this floor. So I'm just going to walk back around here and go up to the next level. So check this out. You see how this one isn't busy? And watch how busy this one is. It's crazy. Little baby didn't have any infant clothes in there. Couldn't get anything from there. And it has a circular banner. A lot of restaurants on this floor. Only restaurants actually. And I just been eating, so I am not hungry at all. Unless there's some dessert up in here. Once upon a tempura. Thai. You want some Thai? Oh, thank you. That's it, guys. Hot pot and pizza, and then there's a buffet over there, and that's it for me here. But it's really nice to see different malls in different places. People walk a little bit. Ice cream cake. I really want like a lemon tart dessert, but I don't see any over here at all. But nothing for me. Fried chicken is big here, and fried chicken is also big in Thai as well, in Thailand. Hey guys, today I am here with Pat on day 2 of him getting his tattoo finished. here in Vietnam, in Hanoi, Vietnam. We're here at Viet Ink Tattoo, and Viet is the owner here. They do some excellent work. They specialize in full body tattoos.
Ouch! That shit hurts.
Full body tattoos, if you can imagine
Ouch.
that. And so I wasn't here for the initial day because I had other things going on. But I do want to capture a little bit. So we're picking up on day 2. So I'm going to capture from today. And
So I found Viet Ink after looking at several parlors around, and they were by far the cheapest. So of course they have lower overhead than the more expensive shops. What was real interesting though is that the first day that I came there, it was like literally I had to ask somebody where it was, and it was this side alley I had to go through, and had to go up a flight of stairs. There's a neon sign, but it was really interesting just getting to this spot because it was really obscured and hidden away.
the tattoo place is located on the 2nd floor. Go up the stairs here, and it's that door there on the right with the sign. These are your friends along the way, so don't get scared. You're in the right place. You can see the sign, tattoo piercing, 2nd level. I'm a little overwhelmed. This piece up here, that one. 3.2 million.
It's designed from Malaysia.
Oh, that's a lot. 3.2 million.
When you wear it, you will see different.
That's a lot. I like to think that I like to wear necklaces, but 800,000 to 1 million. Yeah, the one in the corner at the top here. This one here. Those are 800,000.
Which one?
I like this one here.
This one is 500,000.
I am aside. I'm just taking a look around at everything. I don't really have a plan for anything. I'm just kind of browsing. Like this here. It looks like it's leather. I like these studs here around. But I really want a backpack. That's what I want. Let's see if we can find a backpack here. This is cute. See any backpacks? Don't really see the kind that I want. This one. That's cute. I also love the suede bag, but like I said, I'm looking for a backpack. Don't want a Michael Kors backpack. How much is this one here? 1,400,000. Is that the best price? Let me look around. And I'm just right next door at the tattoo shop, so I'll be back. So that bag, 1,100,000 is what she reduced it to, and that is $41. Not so bad. I really like this bag right here. It is just super cute. Take a look at this bag. It's a crossbody bag. It's also a backpack, and you guys know that I film a lot, so I need something to carry all my stuff in that's durable, I can wash, and everything fits in, including my wallet, my phone, my cameras. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with this bag here because I really like it. It is 200,000.
Yeah, 250 after discount. 200.
After discount, 200,000 dong. That is about $8. We were walking down the street when we came across this art exhibit inside of a beautiful historic style building. Before entering the main display, we stopped at an interactive wall that had like several small peepholes. And when you look through each peephole, there was an opening that revealed and illuminated images inspired by Vietnamese history. It had like traditional stories, cultural figures. It was a creative way of introducing the exhibit and connecting the artwork to the country's past.
What I was so impressed with was that it is an art museum that featured fashion. It was amazing. And for those of y'all who don't know, Rocky is a fashion expert.
Very interesting piece. They're having a fashion exhibit in here today. So we thought we would stop in. We were just walking by and saw this. It was like, oh, what is that? So we decided to pay the $20,000 Vietnamese dong, which is times 2, so per person, 40,000 dong to get in, and that is roughly $1.20. Another interesting piece. I'm not really sure what this is made out of. I don't want to touch it because you might not be allowed to touch. Why don't you describe this piece, Pat?
So this is an eclectic mix of what I would call like the holiday season, with a little green, a little red, and all woven together. Oh man, this is fantastic. And you know, if you look at the piece, the sash that goes down here along with the contour and the sash, I mean, those two things that intersect, it makes it so amazing. Now, I want you to know the best feature about this is me. I don't know a damn thing about fashion. Yourself on a plate like I know about it. But didn't I do a good job?
You did. One thing I love is that it's just a like an athletic wear top mixed with a
Athletic wear?
I would say a casual wear. A casual
I'm like,
wear
what the heck
top.
you gonna wear that at?
Very casual. Something you would see with a pair of jeans. And then they have this really fashionable, elegant skirt that flares. And this is like a bathroom tile that is glued to the shirt to create this artistic piece with another flared skirt. I think this is supposed to be like a child coming out of a mom's stomach because the head is shaped like a child. But I'm not exactly sure. Let's see from the profile. Very interesting piece. You see how he's attached to her stomach and she's holding him. So don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but that is what I think. The designs are really unique in all of these outfits, which is super cool. I love this little bow dress. I especially like the top part. I'm not sure about the bottom. It's my style, but the top I really love. This is a unique piece here. This jacket doesn't have like arms for your arms to fit into. It's just like one piece. I was thinking this was for a guy, but this is for a girl, obviously, because she has on a skirt. And then this is another sweater outfit where the arms are super long and extended. So tell me guys, what do you think? Super cool, right? As we continue through the exhibit, the focus shifts from fashion into a wider collection of art, culture, and handcrafted designs. And outside, I stopped in front of a beautiful display of oversized decorative vessels. Each one was painted with soft turquoise, green, and pink details with traditional patterns, clouds, flowers, and figures covering the surface. The gold-colored bases made the entire display feel elegant and ceremonial. Another fascinating piece was a larger board game featuring gold and silver figures. The pieces looked inspired by traditional characters, temples, and symbols. The deep board and detailed markings gave it a strong cultural and historic appearance. The exhibit also included several handbags. These bags combined with woven materials with colorful embroidered panels, metal accents, and traditional geometric designs. Each one looked unique and carefully crafted. What we enjoyed most was the variety. One section featured fashion, another focused on traditional masks and costumes, and then we discovered sculptures, paintings, accessories, and interactive artwork. We were right beside the restaurant and that pulled out some board games that they offer here. This one looks like checkers. This other one looks like Uno. So we're gonna have a little fun and play a little bit of board games while we're waiting for our food.
So we're in the House of Sin. That's Xihim, just so you know, pronounce Sin. They've got a pretty extensive menu. I just ordered the side, bacon, and the poached egg. So I'm not a huge breakfast person. I want to start off with something, so I figured we start there instead of ordering a full meal and not eating the whole thing or not enjoying it. So that was my starting point. I will let you know how that goes. So if you can
Avocado toast comes with egg, scrambled egg, poached egg, and bacon.
I ordered the side of poached egg and bacon.
Yummy, that looks delicious. We're really gonna see how good it tastes. I always like to show you guys my first bite.
Most buyers do.
I'm Dracula, blah, blah, blah.
So heavy. Would you like to taste it? I'm surprised they give you both scrambled egg and a poached egg.
Yeah, each one of them you have to add to it. It doesn't just come with it.
It does. I didn't ask for it.
Okay.
No,
I'm the
here.
one to add the poached egg.
No,
Do it.
here.
Do it
On the
this way?
avocado, I didn't add anything. You do just like this. For 100 Vietnamese style,
Okay.
which was a really good deal. Don't you look at the menu, since I know you're gonna fact check me. Fact check me, boo. Has it been slow?
This summer is a little slow, yes. Summer is a little slow, but we've been doing all right, I guess. Like I said, I can't complain. I mean, it's a new business. And we're trying our best. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
The street's becoming, it's becoming a food corner for everyone right now. So I'm hoping it's going to get better. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got a little initiative where did you eat where you recommend. A great conversation with John about his vision to turn House of Sin into a hostel. He also shared that his vision is driven by his experience traveling Europe and staying in hostels several years ago. I was really impressed with my meal, the flavor of my bacon and poached eggs, and the layout there with several rooms with board games fosters interaction and aligns perfectly with his vision. What do you think, Rocky?
Well, I really enjoyed my eggs Benedict with avocado toast. It was so delicious. It was fresh and hot, and it just tastes so good. I loved it. We went back the next day.
What an awesome experience. In between stops, we did have enough time to do some personal maintenance. I got a pedicure.
And I got a manicure and pedicure.
One of our stops in Hanoi was the famous Hoàn Lake. The red bridge behind us is the Hook Bridge, which leads to Ngọc Temple. It's one of the city's most recognizable landmarks and a peaceful place to escape the hustle and bustle of Hanoi. After crossing the iconic Hook Bridge, we arrived at Ngọc Temple, one of Hanoi's most important spiritual and historical sites. The temple honors Vietnam's greatest military hero, Chun Hung Dao, along with scholars and Taoist figures. It's also connected to the legendary story of Hoàn Lake, where a giant golden turtle is said to have reclaimed a magical sword from Emperor Lê Loi after Vietnam won its independence. Today, it's one of the city's most peaceful places to experience Vietnam history, culture, and tradition.
It is so hot. and humid. It is so humid. It's overcast, but it's literally like 96 degrees out here. And I have to carry a bottle of water with me wherever I go. There are four floors here. Pretty good view. Did you see 4 floors? That's like all the way up to the top.
Yeah, that's what you're doing with floors. So, I don't know. With floors that are like 6 feet tall, they probably got 10 floors. But I don't know.
That's possible. My legs. You see how they fit?
Next, we visited the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, one of the most important landmarks in all of Vietnam. We were immediately stopped at the gate because Rocky didn't have her shoulders covered, and in Vietnam fashion, pun intended, there was someone there to sell her a scarf for cover. We entered and the atmosphere here is unlike anywhere else in Hanoi. The guards stand perfectly still with stoic expressions. Visitors move quietly out of respect, and the beautifully manicured grounds are lined with colorful flower beds. Ho Chi Minh is revered as the father of modern Vietnam for leading the country's fight for independence and serving as its first president. Whether or not you know much about Vietnam's history, you can immediately feel the deep respect people have for him.
Our next stop was Lotte Mall, and of course we had to begin inside Zara's to see what styles were available and how the prices compared. The store had plenty of neutral colors, lightweight tops, sweaters, jackets, dresses, and everyday basics. We looked through several racks and we checked the price tag on a few different pieces. One of the cream-colored tops was priced at 599,000 Vietnamese dong, while several jackets and other clothing items were around 799,000 Vietnamese dong. Honestly, some of the prices were very similar to what we normally see in Zara's in other countries, like in the US. We were hoping the prices might be noticeably lower here in Vietnam, but that just simply was not the case. Some pieces seemed reasonably priced, while others were about what we expected from Zara's. After checking out the clothing and browsing through a few more sections, Pat and I continued walking around Lotte Mall. The mall had a very bright, clean, and modern design with wide walkways and plenty of open space. We passed luxury beauty counters such as like Chanel and Clarins, along with popular fashion brands. There were stores everywhere, from high-end designer brands to more affordable clothing and accessories. And even without buying anything, it was nice just to slow down for a moment, take a stroll, and see what the mall had to offer. Pat and I always enjoy exploring malls when we travel because they give you a glimpse into the local shopping culture, fashion trends, and prices. So far, Lotte Mall felt polished, spacious, and easy to explore, but we were not finished yet because there was still much more of the mall for us to see.
We just rented a car for it's only like 3 hours, 2 hours, but it was $20. $25. But you had your fun Charlie yet?
And Vietnam has a piece of my heart, man. It's I'm not coming back. It's the people that always make me come back to places. And aside from the people, you got the culture, you got the food, you got the beaches, and some demographics. But it's a majestic place. I'll say that.
So I think one thing that really hit us hard in a positive way when we were here last. When was it? 2 months ago? 2 months ago? When we were here last, the people, right? We were in a area community, a lot of local, and they just gravitated towards us. No hang-ups, kids wanted to talk to us, and we were so happy about that. It's like just being genuine, right? That's all we can ask for as human beings, right? To just be respected and to be one with the community. So that's how I feel.
I feel free. I feel free. I feel freer than I do in my own country, and that's sad. But I'm gonna embrace it. Yeah, it's different, and it's soothing to the soul.
It is, and we need that.
Absolutely,
we need that. And off camera, I'll tell you how I really feel. But just the feeling that you get to be able to walk around, wandering around, bumping into each other, like, whoa, this is an amazing feeling. And I made this video about 3 mornings ago, and I woke up and I just did a 360, and my message was, if you're not living your best life, if you're not living your best life, then you have the ability. Right? We got all those things that tether up to something that you really don't want to do. But if you can free your mind, as the thing goes, your ass will fall, right?
And you gotta go to know.
You gotta go.
I don't want nobody else to tell me about it. I want to go see it for myself.
And the big thing is that their experience may not be your experience. To be your experience, well, everything from the neck up. I mean, how you deal with people, how you adapt to things, and how you intake information and give out information. You put on your whatever. It's just your experience, and if you're a positive person, you're gonna get the positivity out.
Except me when starting, to be honest, I don't want to go home because this has been my home for a little over a month. Your peace got a blessing, and it's been a blessing to meet you.
Likewise, man.
Absolutely. This is a blessing to meet you on.
Let's exchange data.
Absolutely.
Let's exchange data, man.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Ohio, but I live in Denver.
You live in Denver. Okay.
So,
Wait, what's your name?
What's that?
What's your name?
I'm Tabari.
Tabarius. Yes, nice to meet you, Tabari.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and I really love that artwork there. Can I get a picture of it? Wow, that's amazing. That's how you guys got coming in and going out.
Yes. Tattoo spot.
Guys, we are having dinner at this seafood place tonight. Looks pretty amazing. We want to eat some crab. It's called East Sea Seafood. Let's go inside and see if the food is actually as good as the pictures look. Fresh seafood, guys. Okay, dear, this is our favorite part, the ranking of our meal.
Well, I just want to start off by talking about in terms of freshness. Well, you just can't get any better than. So this is the first time that I've ever had a snow crab.
That is not a small classical.
Whatever it is. Whatever it is. First time I've ever had it fresh out of the water. So that was.
Yeah, I think so. I like that we really got to select king crab. Like,
That's so tribalistic. Like, look, we got down our race.
it's no different than going fishing and catching your fish.
I love it.
Right?
Yes. I think catching fish is probably a little bit.
It's seafood, like the restaurant.
All right.
Seafood restaurant.
Yeah, that's the name of it. So you got to check it out. It's pricey, but it's. I didn't think that I would be able to consume that much crab, but I did. I surprised myself. And neither one of us are like huge eaters, but we devoured that doggone crab. I mean, there's just a little bit left.
Well, I'll say this. In terms of being pricey, I think compared to the United States, it's relatively because for an entire king crab of this size, it was. You guys know that if we go to seafood and fat things, we get 2 or 3 crab legs, no crab legs at that. We're running about $34. So for an entire king crab.
You know, I think the other factor when you get things from the United States is that it's been dead for a month or two, right? So
Definitely.
this is, yeah, that. I mean, hey, it's just fresh frozen.
Fresh frozen. Yeah, but
Yesterday fresh.
let me just go ahead and do a ranking and then Pat will do his ranking.
I won.
He beat me too. That's his ranking, but I gotta do my own ranking, okay? So I'm gonna say like the crab. No fishes, but we can taste the sea. Like now I understand what that means. Because before I don't think I really understood. When people say, "What do you mean you taste the sea?" But it's not fish. It wasn't fishy, but you can taste like yeah, it came from the ocean, and it was just so and like I really didn't need to dip it in. Butter, I think the majority of them I really did not, or I barely tapped my butter. And it had like fresh garlic. This king crab was definitely a I had to describe what it was like. You just said, "Oh, this is good." You didn't describe anything.
If you get crab that tastes like fish,
I didn't say it's like fish. I
You
said
said
it's
fish
not.
taste.
It's not fish. And it's so fresh.
Anyhow, that's what we can agree with. It was fresh.
How are we gonna agree on it now? You just was talking about a crab that tastes like fish.
No, you were talking about if you get a crab. You said you didn't taste any fishy taste. Yeah, we can agree. What I said.
Yes, it was crab.
And I said, if you get a crab fishy taste, you got a damn fish. You got a fish. Are you the damn crab who just ate a fish?
What are you talking about? I'm Mr. Krabs.
Nothing like that here. It was so fresh. It's so tender. It's so juicy. And then we had it baked and we had it steamed. Which one did you like the best? What was your preference?
The parts that were most tender. And the steam. That was a nice twist because I thought it was all going to be steamed.
Twist? It was a surprise. Whoa! What? That's the crowd would be your prowess.
We are at the Sheraton in Hanoi, Vietnam. So we're looking for the indoor market to go to. Which indoor market is the largest indoor market?
Indoor market? There's a lot of Hanza is indoor market. Lotte is also indoor market.
Is that the one that is? Is that the one that is in Old Town?
Old Town? I mean, Old Quarter?
Old Quarter, yes.
It's located in Old Quarter?
Yeah, also located down
What other one would be good aside from that one? Another large indoor market.
Actually, I have to see if you like usually it's really friendly with the children because they almost the summer there because otherwise somehow like
More traditional?
Yeah.
Okay, and so the one where they speak English, which one is that?
It's like it's the market that is like
Vincom? Vincom? Okay, I'll look it up. Thank you. So this cruise here is for one night and it is $210 per person, $250 pick up and drop off for one night, and it includes, what does it include?
Include sharing that way, lunch, dinner, and all activity inside program, and all entry fee.
Lunch for 2 days and dinner for 2 days.
Lunch for first day and dinner for first day, and then the after you have the breakfast.
Breakfast, but no lunch and dinner.
No lunch, then breakfast, then come back to the hotel. Come back to the 12 p.m. back.
Okay. Does this include the caves?
Yes, cave is in cave, all entry fee.
All entry fees,
Yeah.
but entry fees to, like, what are the activities?
We do the kayaking or boat in this cave, or we have to the cooking class from the cruise. We include yes, and you can see we have sunset party.
Does this include the split fishing at night?
Yeah, quick fishing we have.
Okay. And is there a pool or a spa on the boat?
We start with big free, we start and sauna or the massage.
It does have a pool?
Yes, we include pool on the Sunday.
Oh, okay. Pool on the Sunday. Okay. And which boat is nicer? This boat or this is best? Do they serve a buffet on board, or is it individual dinners that you use?
I have a buffet.
It's a buffet.
Yeah.
This is what's included: activities, kayaking, swimming, sunset party, visiting the caves, squid fishing, cooking demonstration, welcome drinks, water on bus, private cabin. Okay, so you said this was $225 or $250. All right, that gave me some things to think about. I will let you know what we decide. What about this boat here? What's the price on this boat?
21 nights, 210.
210. Okay, and they have private dinner. Looks like it's not a buffet. It looks like it's a. Was this for a suite or a regular room? Okay. And we checked out at the JW and now we're at the Sheraton. And I went downstairs to work out and I found this space that they have here for relaxing. I guess this is part of the nail bar, maybe? I'm not sure. I think this is part of the spa, the relaxation lounge. It's really nice. Tranquil music room, massage room. And there's the swimming pool. Nice bar. Very nice. Yeah, I think somehow I ended up in the spa area. Guys, we are at a new restaurant that we have never tried before. We're trying this for the first time. Mai is the name. Stir-fried mountainous pork with baby pumpkin, garlic, and oyster sauce. That's something new to me. I hope I like it. Got my food. It finally came. So here's the pork with the pumpkin, garlic, and the soy sauce. I'm looking forward to tasting it and trying something new. Tasty. A lot of flavor. Pork brings out all the flavor. Good past meal. Doesn't taste like pumpkin. Tastes like zucchini.
Look at what? You got the fill out.
Not yet.
You do say something because that is pumpkin, but I figured it was young pumpkin. That's not sweet.
What kind of sauce is this?
Hamburger. It's like food is have the sour and sweet.
Okay, thank you. That's something that they offered last night with the crab. Tamarind sauce.
Tamarind.
Tamarind. How is that here?
Good.
The grilled chicken? Flavorful?
Hey guys, welcome back. We are in Vietnam still, back at the JW Marriott, one of our favorite hotels. But I just wanted to talk to you guys because I want to do another shopping in Vietnam video for you guys. There is one that's coming out shortly, and so that I did on the last trip. But I want to follow up and do another series or video on shopping in Vietnam because prices are so cheap. We are going to start with $300. I have $300 to spend today, and we're going to see what I can actually get in Vietnam for $300 on my size or in my size. Can I actually find clothes in my size? So let's just take a look. I am, let's see if you guys can see this. I am about a size 4. I'm a size 4 in US state sizes. I believe I am a large to an extra large in Vietnam sizes. So let's get into it. Let's see what we can find. And I'm going to take you guys along the way. We're only doing boutique shopping today. No malls. That's it. This dress is too short for me. I'm too old for this. This is US medium, so I mean US small. So I'm gonna try this US small. See if I can fit it. This medium. It's cute. So it's US medium, so they do have US sizes here, which is great. Let's see what else I can find.
Closer each day, side by side, step by step we grew. Across the miles, my heart chose you. Through every road and every new land, your love forever holds my hand. From LA skies to oceans blue.